Welcome to News of the Week. This is a letter to the editor called School Dinners or Sandwiches. So let's have a read of this together. So, dear editor, following your recent article about standard of food served in schools, I would just like to say what a good idea school dinners are for busy working parents. Rather than shop for ingredients, make up sandwiches the night before, make up flasks of drinks, and remember to pack all of this every morning, it is so much more convenient just to send the money to school on a Monday, and all this hassle is taken away from you. I know I'm going to get to work on time after the school run, and I know my child is getting a hot meal in the middle of the day. I understand children from homes that cannot afford the full price have their meals subsidized or paid in full. Also, I understand that government guidelines make sure meals provided are well balanced and healthy, unlike the meals I had when I was at school. I remember cheese pie and chips, followed by rice pudding and jam. My favorite was hot dogs or pizza, followed by treacle sponge pudding and custard. School dinners encourage pupils to try food they do not normally eat at home. There is a choice of menu for each course, so they are able to pick and choose, unless they are on the last sitting when they just have to eat what is left because all the more popular foods have already been taken. It is important that every child has at least one hot meal every single day. This is from yours truly. This is from DIN Lady, so Dinner Lady, who basically wrote this. Let's have a look at the second letter that was also sent to the editor of this newspaper. I would just like to respond, dear editor, I would just like to respond to the recent article on school dinners. I do not think forcing every child to eat a hot meal in the middle of the day is a good idea. Not every child likes or wants to eat a large meal in the middle of a day. Instead, they would rather have a quick picnic lunch so they can get outside to play with their friends in the healthy, fresh air. Some families prefer to save their main meal of the day to the evening so they can eat around the table together and talk about what has happened during the day. This is relaxing and civilized thing to do in the company of members of your family. Another problem I have with school provided meals is that my children may not like what is on offer to eat. My youngest in particular likes to eat jam sandwiches every day for his lunch. Just imagine what would happen if jam sandwiches were not on offer. He would go hungry and not be able to concentrate during his afternoon lessons. A large hot two-course meal in the middle of the day can make pupils sleepy in the afternoon, and so they are less productive in the studies. It is much better for every parent to provide a nice sandwich box with exactly what their child likes. This may include healthy options like fruit and salad, or may just contain crisps, chocolate, and Coke. Yours, OVR, indulgent. Okay, so we've got two different arguments here for school dinners or sandwiches. And you can see, and maybe you can relate to them, being a student yourself. Some of you probably having school dinners, hot meals a day, or some of you may just even go to the canteen and get a sandwich for yourself or a cheese roll, for example. I remember when I was a student, I had to have school dinners. And those school dinners was sometimes nice on some days, and some days they weren't. But when I was a kid, we had the some in the secondary school in particular. In primary school, there wasn't that option, but in secondary school, I would just usually go for pizza and chips every single day. So there was no particular healthy meals. But I understand that now school dinners are very different because they do serve healthy meals as well. So you decide which part of the argument you're in. This is a comprehension task, and non-fiction because it's true to life with different arguments and debates. And you've got some questions to answer thereof, which we will follow up in our next class. Good luck.